I'm back. I'm back. I'm just looking through some of I should have highlighted, but I didn't want to put a highlighter in this book. Some of the other marks on Scalia made. We continue, and I don't want to stay on this. I've got 30 minutes, and I want to go through some tweets of the President of the United States. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. And what I want to do is, I am so tired of now pre-existing conditions. Those are the other things you're going to hear. The court, and I made a note this weekend, let's see, where am I at? Hold on here. Relax. Leonard Leo, he is the vice president of the Federalist Society, was on TV again this weekend. All right. And again, Roe v. Wade, you keep hearing, is settled law, okay? It's settled law is what you keep hearing. It is not settled law, okay? The Constitution at no time discusses, all right? At no time the Constitution discusses abortion, all right? I'm trying to get to something. Dick Durbin is upset because they're all pre-cleared by the Federal Society. Roe versus Wade is now the future of women's health care. This is a life and death decision. You know, it's a life and death. Dick Durbin yelled, it's a life and death decision. Why, I think it is if you start bringing up abortion. Roe versus Wade is now the future of women's health care. Okay? Also, they want to talk about pre-existing conditions. This is what will roll out after 9 o'clock. Tonight, the President of the United States will roll out his pick at 9 o'clock. At 9:15, or not even that late, Richard Blumenthal, pre-existing conditions will be the tag words: gay rights, voting rights, okay? The Supreme Court hearing cases against the President of the United States, the right-wing fringe of the Federal Society and the Heritage Foundation. And they said they have the voters on their side, okay? So they will run polls saying that 68% of America think that Roe v. Wade is settled law, all right? Roe v. Wade is settled law and that it should not be overturned. But I wonder if they will poll the same kids they did at that college that they were asked, hey, what do you think of the President's Supreme Court pick that he had not even done? And the college kids were all upset over President Trump's Supreme Court pick that hadn't even happened. Maybe that's who they will poll when they do that, okay? They'll want to go after and say women's rights to make their own health care decisions, okay? Health care decisions. Now, this gets touchy because women, I never want to actually come to the show and do anything that I have to venture into women's rights or talk about things of this nature. Don't want to touch it. Not me, all right? But I do think every time you put abortion in healthcare, their own healthcare decisions, I think women have a lot of healthcare decisions that do not surround abortion. I think there's so many women that have so many healthcare decisions that they make on a daily basis that abortion is not in the loop. I do not think this court will change anything, a 5-4 court, that will hinder a woman's right to health care and their decisions. LGBT rights, women's reproductive issues, pre-existing conditions. I watched 4 shows yesterday at LGBTQ, women's productive issues, pre-existing conditions. They already have the sound bites out there ready to go and the talking points. So what say you? I want to take a look at the Twitter deck before we go too far this morning. This was about an hour ago. The President of the United States happens to be tweeting out. So as soon as it loads here, there we go. Let's see what we have here. This was an hour ago, 16 hours ago. Looking forward to the final decision on the United States. Oh, now my Twitter is reloading. Hold on, stay with me just a second. Don't take off. Don't get all bent out of shape right now. Okay, 1 hour ago, I have heard that the most important decision a U.S. president can make is the selection of a Supreme Court justice will be announced tonight at 9 p.m. That's President Donald Trump. An hour ago, Europe far more. Maybe this one goes together. Let me see what he's got here. The United States is spending far more on NATO than any other country. This is not fair, nor is it acceptable. While these countries have been increasing their contributions since I took office, they must do much more. Germany is at 1% and the United States at 4%, and NATO benefits Europe far more than it does the United States by some accounts. The U.S. is paying for 90% of NATO. We may, with many countries nowhere close to their 2% commitment, on top of the European Union has a trade surplus of $151 million with the U.S. with big trade barriers on U.S. goods. No. I think I said that earlier today. He's going to go over and say, look, you're paying more, right? So he says, hey, the United States is spending far more on NATO than other countries. This is not fair. While the countries have been increasing their contributions since I took office. So, hey, wait a minute. This all goes together. You're all in NATO, European Union, WTO, World Trade Organization. While we're here, we're paying 90% of this bill. It benefits you, but then you're going to burn my ass over trade? Really? You got the nerve to tell the American people that you're going to burn their ass over trade when we're paying the bill over here? Hey, can somebody get me the facts? Here's the paperwork. Here it is. This is the paperwork right here. Here's what we're spending. Here's what Germany's spending. Here's what Montenegro's spending. Get back there. You're not in front of the picture. Here's what everybody's spending. Hey, you're doing a little better. But look at this. The red line goes up here, U.S. Then it goes there. There's the graph. Now let's look at the trade graph. Everybody have a copy? Here's us. You're going to burn our ass on trade? And then have the nerve to take our money and claim that NATO, that I'm coming down on NATO, I'm being negative? No. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, no. Oh, he actually said that, no, with exclamation point, right? European Union has a trade surplus of $151 million with U.S. with big trade barriers on U.S. goods. No. Here's how it's going to go. You got it? Because my next stop is London, and then after I see the fat baby fly over there like the Macy's parade, I'm going to see Putin, and I'm going to tell Putin this, right? But here's what you're going to do before I get there. I'm telling you right now. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I would like to know where you stand on the Supreme Court pick. Let me know what you think. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead. ahead. Yellow pollen means green cash at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. The spring savings event is on at Days, and the discounts are deep. Now save up to $11,000 off select new 2018 Chevy Silverados, or up to $6,000 off select new 2018 Equinox. Pick any Chevy you want and save a bunch during the spring savings event going on now at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, before we get ready to wrap up, we got a couple minutes here, but before we get ready to wrap up the show, I want you to stay tuned for North Georgia's only live online sports show, instant replay right after this at 10 o'clock. It's Monday, so we have discussed NATO. We have discussed Putin. We have discussed North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. We played, and I apologize. I do say apologize because I don't like the bad words, but it's going viral. They went crazy tonight. This man won the presidency. Now, Joni Ernst, I told you this, I'm going to repeat this, okay? They will not discuss, okay? They will not discuss that the farmers in Iowa, all right? Here's what they don't like, folks, is you and I, you and me, grammatically, I don't know what the hell, all of us are able to get that message directly from the President of the United States. We don't get a filter of ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, Fox News. It doesn't matter who it is. We get no filter whatsoever. We get a direct message from the President of the United States. And you see, if you are in New York City on the subway, if you're a farmer on the tractor, okay, if you're working an oil rig this morning, if you're, the last time I was over at the hospital, my nurse was a man. So let's not get like that, okay? If you're a woman out in Iowa that's a farmer on a tractor, whatever you want to look at it, no matter where you're at today, you can take this right here and read the President of the United States tweet that says, you know what, we're tired of it. I'm going to NATO. They're going to pay their fair share. And they're going to, no more on this trade barrier that we have. And see, Joni Ernst on CBS yesterday, they begged her to go after the President of the United States. They said, we've got Joni Ernst. My God, she's from Iowa. We can really go after the tariffs and what it's doing to farmers. And they even asked Joni Ernst, whatever her name is, Senator Ernst from Iowa, said, well, are you prepared to go to Congress and ask for subsidies for these farmers that are hurting? And she said, no. Now, we can't go, a long time. We can't go, 2-3 years. We can't go maybe 6 more months. But I do think that the president's working on something, and my farmers are supporting him. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, that's why I'm not going to come on here and trash the President of the United States. My farmers are supporting him. It's got to be a trick. Yeah, it's called the American people know. We catch on. We have watched the jobs leave. We've watched the manufacturing shut down. Okay? Google this for me, Amanda, because it has nothing to do with this, but it's alarming to me of how we alter things to accept things. You over there? Yes. Okay, just Google restaurants using blue lights in their bathrooms so heroin users or drug users can't find their veins. Tell me if anything comes back.
Retailers, store owners, gas stations using blue lights to combat drug use.
Right. Right. What gas stations? Yep. Yeah. Restaurants, gas stations, different places in America using blue lights. Why? So druggies can't go in, right, and find their veins. You see, we catch on in America. I mean, they are shocked up at Martha's Vineyard. I mean, see, Joe and Minka are really not stopping at the convenience store to use the public restroom and can't figure out why the lights are blue in there or why it's dark. They have no idea. I mean, they're headed out there to the Hamptons and Minka says, pull over, I need to use the restroom. Pull over at this gas station right here. No, I don't think so. Just the point is America catches on to all this. We know where we're at. And the President of the United States keeps going to the American people, not the people up at Martha's Vineyard. No, he goes to the American people. He knows where we're at, and the American people are reciprocating by understanding he has to do what he has to do. That's the bottom line. How about billions of dollars of payments withheld to insurance companies because it's against the law? The court actually said the government cannot make these payments. They're freaking out. But the American people know that Trump has to do what he has to do. How many of you are upset? This is another little thing before I close. How many of you are upset that they keep discussing? I clicked on a website here, okay? And you are you not tired of hearing things like Juan Williams say American democracy in peril? Okay? Why do they keep talking about the crumbling of our democracy? These are people that should know good and well it is a republic. A democracy, okay, in modern usage has 3 senses of all the system of government which the citizens exercise power by voting. In a direct democracy, the citizens as a whole form a government body and vote directly on every issue. We are not a democracy. We are not. We are not a popular vote. Our founding fathers did not want mob rule. And we knew a democracy, a true democracy with mob rule, we would not exist very long. That's why we are a republic. A republic is a form of government in which the country is considered a public matter, not a private concern or property of the rulers. The primary positions of the power within the republic are not inherent. It is a form of government under which head of state is not a monarch. Okay, we are not a democracy. I am so tired of hearing them tell me the crumbling of our democracy, the pillars of our democracy. We're a republic. That just burns me every time they use that. I hate to end the show like this. I should have started like this. I mean, I apologize for ending this way. Is there an update, Amanda, on how many of those children, the soccer team kids, is there an update on anywhere that you see of how many of those kids have been rescued?
8 are coming home today.
They got 8 now?
They got 8.
There's 8 out of 11. There's 3 more. There's other. All right, there's 8 out of 11 because I understand there was like, I don't know if 11 included the coach. I just want to say one SEAL, Navy SEAL, or whatever their equivalent is, they call them Navy SEALs, one rescuer has died that I'm aware of trying to reach these children. I don't want to, I just want to say, these people, you hear of these rescue training missions, all training for certain rescues all over the world, and you wonder when will that ever be used. These men and women train for these rescues their whole entire life, maybe to never use the skills, but then there's that day. So I hope, she says 8, I hope they all get out. We're sorry for the one rescuer that at this time that we know has died trying to make this daring attempt to get these kids and this soccer coach out. They went in a cave. Is it Thailand? They're over in Thailand. They went in a cave, and it is taking hours to bring these kids out under this water. The children are going to the hospital. They seem to be okay, but it will be days away. Reporters are upset about children at the border still. Not as concerned about junkies in the bathroom trying to find their veins, but kids that don't belong in this country, and I don't wish anything negative on a kid, kids that don't belong in this country at any time, they're very concerned over. My pick for Supreme Court Justice Amy Barrett. I want the best, hardest, most vicious fight we can have. I want a 5-4 court. I don't want a David Souter court. I don't even want a 5-4 with Kennedy back on the court. I want a 5-4 court. So remember, Antonin Scalia, if you could have him back, okay? If Scalia was on the court today, okay, you would have Scalia, John Roberts, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, and who else? Let's see. Roberts, Alito, Thomas, Neil Gorsuch, and Scalia. A 5-4 court. Folks, trade Scalia for, okay? Trade Scalia for Amy Barrett. That's my pick on the court tonight. Now, whatever the president does, I don't believe when I hear critics say Amy Barrett can be in the next, in the next round. She's only 47. I don't quite see it that way, okay? I don't quite see it that way. So you tell me, what do you pick? I got to stretch out here. Get ready. NATO, Putin. Don't worry about North Korea. Donald Trump's got it covered, folks. Don't worry about it. Now, Casey Cagle, 55 trips, helicopter trips to Gainesville. 55 trips to Gainesville to beat the traffic. Have you read the articles concerning the lieutenant governor's use of aircraft in the state? Interesting. What about the second release of an audio tape where Clay Tippins met with Casey Cagle? More of that tomorrow. I'm going to go over and ask Brian Kemp some questions this afternoon when he stops in Gilmer County. What say you? Don't forget, you can always contact me. Tell me anything you want on this show, 706-889-9700, chief@FetcherNews.com. Follow us on Twitter @FetcherNews, @FYNTV, and don't forget all of our Instagram and Facebook pages. Stay tuned. It's stay tuned right after these messages. I'm going to take off right after these messages. Instant replay, North Georgia's only live sports show.